Hey Cornerstone, Pastor Rick here with this edition of the Weekly. I hope this finds you doing well. This isn't going to be a very long video because for the first time in quite a while, we don't have any major changes or significant adjustments to this upcoming Sunday's services to communicate to you. So for the most part, everything will be as is. We'll still have two services, 8:30 and 10:30. We're still going to ask you to sign up for those services by using the form beneath this video. We still want to ask you to help us honor the authorities that God has set above us here in the state of Montana by helping us still adhere to the phase 2 reopening physical distancing guidelines. At the same time, we want to encourage you to continue to promote brotherly affection and biblical fellowship as we gather for worship. You guys are doing such a great job of that so far, and I want to encourage you to excel still more. We are offering nursery as well as children's church up through kindergarten for any families who would like to take advantage of those ministries, and that's true for both the 8:30 and the 10:30 service. We also want to encourage you to enter through the east and exit through the west. So when you come into the parking lot and when you leave, please keep that in mind. And if you're looking for just a good little laugh, something to lighten your day, why don't you give David Kelly a text or a call and ask him to send over his Grammy award-winning song that he put together last week about how to enter through the east and exit through the west. If you have any other questions or concerns about the services, please give Dave Hilkeman a call, or you can just contact the church via the phone or email. More soberly, I've just been reflecting on last week's service, and I just trust that you were encouraged and blessed and challenged in the same way I was. How grateful I am to God that we have men of such character and such example that would call us to examine our own hearts before we judge others for what we think is in theirs. Men that would, by example, confess their own struggles in this, and thereby help us to look to the gospel that forgives all sins and that has the grace to transform our lives to reflect more Christ-likeness. Men who would call us to think about the events that we read of, that we watch on these videos, that we just are filling our social media pages, to think about those things with a biblical worldview, through a biblical lens, and to encourage us into just thoughtful, humble, sensitive, wise, discerning, yet loving and gentle conversations with people who maybe agree with us and maybe with people who don't. Nevertheless, I just want to commend to you all what a blessing Sunday was, and pray that you will continue to put on those truths in this time. If there's anything that was taught or spoken of, whether on Sunday morning or Sunday evening, that you have questions about, or you want to dive deeper into, or you want to even just see how we would approach a scenario, how we can walk with you as you walk with other people, maybe in your family or at your workplace. Maybe you just want somebody to pray with you or pray for you, or to pray for somebody that you know is experiencing some of these difficult things. Please don't hesitate to contact us. We would love to have a conversation with you. We'd love to pray with you. We would just love to walk with you through this time. This is really just the beginning of the conversation. And so I trust that in patience and in great brotherly care for each other, we will walk together and seek to honor the Lord in all that we say and do, especially surrounding these issues. And with that, it concludes our edition of the Weekly. I hope that you have a blessed week in the Lord. Take care.